Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Once again, we are back live from the Westgate Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada, for the VNEA Whirlpool Championships. A barn burner up next. Alex Ollinger taking on Ronnie Wiseman. My name, of course, is Grant. I will be sitting by myself for this one, and I'll do my level best to keep you all as entertained as what I possibly can. Although I don't think I really have to do much. I think the entertainment value is more coming on the table this time. So this is Alex Ollinger at the table. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that share button. Let's get it rocking. Pushes up behind the 9. And immediately, Ronnie says, "That is all you, sir." So for those not familiar with 9-ball rules, off the break you can push out. You do not have to come in contact with a ball or a rail. All the rules go out the window. You can put the cue ball wherever you'd like it. The incoming player, which would have been Ronnie in this case, gets choice as to whether he wants to take the shot or he can hand it back. And that is a foul for ball first. That's going to leave a wide open table for Ronnie Wiseman. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No issues here. 3 to the bottom left-hand corner. Nice little touch draw. Just back up just on top of the 5 ball for the 4 into the top right. Hit and stick. 5 and 6 into the same bottom left-hand corner that the 3 goes to. You know, I got to be honest, I'm not really sure where Ronnie is from, but a true legend of the game from what I'm being told. There is my, as always, greatest help on the stream, Mr. Dave Wilson. Thank you, sir. Jonathan, yeah, it's Alex Ollinger that beat Ben Francis. Certainly a legend of the game. And as suspected on that, Ronnie takes first blood. And I know we haven't done a lot, but I got to give a shout out to one of our sponsors here at Q Sports Live. Of course, that's Jam Up Apparel. If you haven't been there lately, go check them out. JamUpApparel.com just released a brand new collection. And it was the biggest collection Jam Up has ever dropped. Make sure you go check that out, JamUpApparel.com. And if you're looking for any team shirts for events such as this is what they are known for. Hey, thanks, Thomas. We wish we were doing it too. And there may be chances that we do again. I'm not certainly not going to rule that out, that's for sure. Guy, if you want to be able to claim that, I think there's a little bit of work to do before you or I would be considered legends of this game. Look at the break. So might be a little bit of trouble here with the angle on the 2, but he could draw right between that 5-8. Just back out again, maybe even punch into the 8. You and me both. Although I seem to do quite a bit of it. I don't know if going forward makes sense. I think he could clip the backside of the 6 if he tries to go forward around 2. I could be wrong based on the angle. Tried to shoot the window between the 5-6. Gets caught up by the 5 ball. And for those that are just tuning in, not sure what's going on, we are playing Masters Level 9 ball. This is at the Westgate Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada. It is the VNEA World Pool Championships. My name, of course, is Grant. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you go onto our Facebook page, hit that like button or the follow button. We are pretty darn close to a new record for Q Sports Live. I think just over 2,000 more. And we will have close to 50, or that would make it 50,000 followers on Q Sports Live. What's going on, Mr. Tommy Farrell? This getting close to the finals. I believe this is for the 5-6 spot, if my memory is correct. But certainly you guys can check it out. It is available on CompuSport. You can follow along with all the players, stock your favorite team as they progress throughout all the different happenings at the event. Does VNEA have a cap for the level of player allowed? I would say, yeah. No touring pros, I think, would be the apt way of describing that. Yeah, I'm not sure, Guy. There's too many times that I miss things because I'm looking from the screen to the computer and all the comments and everything else. Yeah, not sure. I will let the table mechanics here deal with that, but I'll let them know it's rolling a bit. If there's one thing I know, Shannon at High Country Promotions, if I let him know, he'll make it happen. Shannon's usually pretty Johnny on the spot. He's a heck of a good dude. Ronnie looking poised to take a 2-0 lead over Alex here. Might have overshot that just a little bit. Will you be airing any of the ladies' pool? Depends what they send. We really don't have any say in what goes on here. We more or less stream whatever they put on us. I can't. We're only on table 1. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Just had somebody come up asking questions. For some reason, we always look like tournament control. And, well, we're not. And nor is it a job I really want. Nice shot from Alex there. Really good control of that cue ball. And you can never count out a guy like Alex Ollinger. An absolute monster on a bar box table. And when do you play next? Whenever you pull your cues out, guy. And whenever you decide that is certainly your call. That may be at the event in Alberta. Who knows? That's really more your call than anybody there, guy. Is Cody Myers still in? I think Cody just lost to Ronnie. If again, my memory I think is correct. It was either going to be Cody or Ryan, Cody or Ronnie versus Alex. But it certainly would have been really good to have Cody Myers on the stream as well. Any of these guys at this level, when they're kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty of the Masters, always going to be good matches. Alex played Ben and ran racks. Yeah, I tuned in twice just to see if there was an update available, and every time I tuned in, it was Alex at the table. No, there's New Zealand is in at the event here, but certainly not not the same international size for sure. But I mean, there's 300 tables here, so it's still a really good turnout given that everybody is still in at least internationally is still dealing with the after effects of COVID. So we'll take it. Yeah, Jackson, I'm itching to get out there. Alex came up to the CSL Invitational when we had it last, and it sounds like he may be up again for it. Hey, you're welcome, Keith. We appreciate you tuning in from Victoria, BC. Yeah, I don't think either have been really doing much as far as pro touring. I know Alex has been very busy trying to get that Action Palace, his room, up and running. I would assume because he just wanted to play this one instead. So just like that, Alex Ollinger taking a 2-1 lead over Ronnie. And guys, if you have a business and you'd like it to be advertised, give us a message on our Facebook page. We'll be more than happy to get back to you, let you know what we can do for you. But again, it's part of what I think is perhaps a little bit wrong in this industry is we have no definition of what is a pro player. They're pretty much self-proclaimed, and what denotes a pro player? Is it your Fargo rate? Is it the fact that you make money with it? Is it the fact that you're touring? There's really no true definition. So I think it's more depending on your win and your caliber and so on and so forth. So I think it just happens to be very situational. So you saw Ronnie spot the 9 there. Usually the 9 does count, but they both made the agreement before the match started that they weren't going to count any 9s. Will that one ball hold up? Oh, yeah. Alex will have that into that left-hand side pocket.
Brad White, table 176. Brad White, table 176.
It's true, Jim. Really, at the Masters level, there's really, I mean, unless you're SVB or one of the top level pro players, you know, any of these master players that are in the room could certainly tour around, go on the pro tour, so on and so forth.
Stephen Ford, table 179. Stephen Ford, 179.
Yeah, I don't know that I'll have time, Dave, but if I do, I'll certainly extract a few of those. So 2 definitely goes. I'm staring down the barrel. That'll let you know kind of where we're situated. We're probably 20 feet from that corner pocket that he just shot the 2 ball in. 3 to 4, 5. Sorry, 3 to 5. At least I think it is. I'm pretty sure that ball down in that bottom right-hand corner is the 8 ball.
Sonia Schumann, 169. Sonia Schumann.
And that's part of the problem, though, Jim. There's nowhere to apply for or get a pro card. Not in billiards, that's for sure. Oh, he's still a great player. There's no doubt about it. Legendary status for Mr. Ronnie Wiseman. Alex looking good. Nice little inside check there. Comes up perfect for the 9 bottom left-hand corner. And I'll tell you what, Alex Ollinger maintaining his reputation being a monster on the bar box. Good on him. And of course, we'll give a shout out to JB Cases, one of the other sponsors here at Q Sports Live. Make sure you go check them out, jbcases.com. Lots of different options. You can custom make them as well. And of course, every JB case coming with a lifetime guarantee. I think ACS has a Fargo cap for players allowed, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's impossible. Technically a pro. That's part of the problem, Thomas. And it's funny because ACS and CCS does not recognize the Fargo, but I think it's become more or less the global standard that says if you're, you know, in that 720 plus range, you would be considered a pro, or at least considered a pro caliber player. But again, just because you're a pro caliber player doesn't mean that you get treated the same as a player that is traveling the pro circuit. And so the 9 did not go off the break, but I think Alex may have rail first 9 ball, which would make this a pretty quick rack. No matter what he does, he wants to move this 9 ball, so he may just elect to call a push out and make the 9 into the pocket and spot it back up again. I mean, he could jump. That's what he's looking at. That is ultra aggressive, though. Like, really aggressive. Oh, he's going masse. I thought he was lining up the jump shot. He just fires in the 9 ball, says, that's good, Ronnie. Here's one back at you. And so I apologize, guys. So we've got a couple of different things that we need to correct for tomorrow. I'm going to unplug these cameras tonight, give them a little bit of a rest. They've been on since we got in. This one here, camera's placed about 20 feet away from where that table is. So I've tried to kind of mess with the color and the saturation and so on and so forth and the focus. See if I could get that as clear as I possibly can. But there are limitations to these cameras as far as how far they can see. And then the other one seems to be skipping a bit, so it may be getting a little warm. So we'll unplug those tonight, plug them all back in tomorrow, give them a rest. Yeah, the triangle rack, though, it does add that element of the hand rack and human error and so on and so forth. So sometimes you slug rack yourself, and it makes for an interesting rack. But look at this. Man, does this guy have a break. I'll tell you what. Hit that like a Mack truck. Yeah, not doing that, Eugene. And Randy, yeah, Ben got bested by Mr. Alex Ollinger. Really didn't do a whole lot wrong, just Alex being Alex. Nice little kill with the cue ball. Played a little inside there to hold that line. So I think Alex is just trying to make this one into that right-hand side pocket, being 100% ideal for him. Sends it, rearranges the furniture a little bit. Although I don't know that that's going to do the trick. I think Ronnie's got the cut on the one ball. A little bit of inside or left-hand spin on the cue ball. Back and forth for the 2 to the top left-hand corner. Very good, Andrew. Very good. 3 to the side. Come around a couple of rails. 4 ball down to that bottom right-hand corner. It very well could be, Randy, although you can't, it's so tough to tell who's going to take the lead and everything else. Both of these guys are phenomenal players, especially in 9-ball bar box. Just great players. Little bit of an error there from Ronnie. Tries to nudge that 6-ball, but hits the rail first and just kind of clips it. Oh, sorry, guy. My bad. I don't have my glasses on, so I know it's a Nicklin. That's all I know. So it makes it, reading the comments takes me a little bit. Try and decipher all those words. You do kind of look the same. Must be a twin thing. And especially at the end of the day. The end of the day gets a little bit, as you well know, gets a little tiring. The voice gets a little bit sore, although today was not a lot of commentary, but certainly a lot of walking around tables and back and forth between tournament control and wherever you had to go for your next match. So you are twins, guy. Legitimately or not, y'all are twins, period. You can dislike it all you want, but dang. Very nice. That'll be a fun time for you guys next year, that's for sure. So nice little shot there from Ronnie. Tried to use the 9 as a blocker. I'm looking down the barrel there, and he can see full on the 6. The back cut looks a little easier on camera than it actually is. We'll see whether he takes it on or whether he plays a bank. It's a fairly big pocket with the 9 ball down there. Elects just for the straight cut right around this 9 ball. And looking really good to steal one back is Mr. Ollinger. Super smooth with that cue delivery. And if this is your first look at Alex Ollinger, he is a monster player on a bar box. Still shoots good on the big table too. And indeed does that. Doubles up his lead. We will, Andrew. I've just been going from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next ever since we kind of announced our Predator partnership. I've been so far this year in Tucson. I've been in where was I? Wisconsin. I've been in Vegas already, and then Philadelphia. Now back to Vegas. We had obviously John Schmidt up last week, and it's just been a go, 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 go. But we'll certainly connect. Oh yes, and New York. Thank you. But New York was a lot of fun. I had a blast in New York. If there's people tuned in right now, y'all live in New York, that is an awesome spot to visit for sure. Still doing Jacoby? Yeah, we still are paired with Jacoby. We don't play favorites. We don't say that one is better than the other. I know what my preference is for what I play with, and those that want to know, if you want to know, you can ask. But we try to be Switzerland in most cases. A little bit tricky here, not sure. I'm going to look down the barrel. Oh, he does have, he's got that 2 by the 5 ball. And draw back for the 3. Oh, he played the combo. Took the 5 out, but is now sitting on the wrong side of the 2 here. This could make it tricky. Yeah, he sure is. Tony is a great guy. Really, really nice guy. I've had the good fortune of meeting him a few times. Had a lot of different conversations with him, and salt of the earth kind of a guy. Oh, look at this shot by Alex. What a shot. What a shot. Yeah, any of the carbon fibers, you know, I've said this before on the stream, any of the carbon fibers are going to play well. It's that transfer of power. That's what takes a little bit of time to kind of adapt to, because you really don't have to put a lot of power in the shots. And I find if you do, that's where things go wrong. You want to be able to be really nice and smooth with the cue delivery, and just let the cue do the work. I know when I first switched over to the Jacoby Black, it took me a really long time to get used to that. And then of course I switched over to the Revo, and not just due to the partnership. I have to like what I play with. And I'll tell you what, Alex Ollinger getting the job done. He ain't missing much now. He's on a roll. But I switched over to the Revo. They had one that was a 30-inch instead of 29, and then I play with a 4-inch extension on the butt of the cue at all times as well. So just a little bit of extra. I'm a taller guy. I'm about 6 foot, and by having that 30-inch as opposed to the 29 plus the extension, I find I can kind of spread my stance out a little bit better. Steve Mansfield, my man, how you been? Pockets look huge. Yeah, they're Valley Bar Box tables. Oh, a couple of weeks. That's pretty quick. That's pretty quick acclimation. When I went from the Predator to the Jacoby to the Predator, didn't take me as long as going from a wood shaft. I was playing with a Mickelson at that point, but from a Mickelson to the Jacoby Black, that one took me some time to acclimate to. Oh, I have no idea. I don't know what they're talking about. I have the headset on that covers up both of my ears, so I really don't get to see or hear what they're talking about. I can hear myself talk, and I can hear if somebody was in commentating with me, but that's about it. You are correct, Andrew. There is a very, very distinct difference between a 30-inch carbon fiber and a 30-inch standard wood shaft. You might be able to do and get away with a 30-inch keel wood, and it would play fairly well as well. Oh yeah, I can tell you they weren't arguing about anything, that's for sure. I think it was more of an explanation on the racking and so on and so forth, so I don't think there's any issues there. Ronnie looking good here, claw one back. He's going to have to come up with a good shot here. I think he got a little bit of a funny angle here. Let's look at this other view. Flirting with that bottom left-hand corner. And a little bit straight here. Be able to cheat the pocket though. Just like that. And just like that. Clawing one back. These guys aren't missing much, let me tell you. And as mentioned, we are still partnered with Jacoby Custom Cues. They are your People's Choice Cue of the Year many times over. 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. And then, of course, the COVID hit in between. And I do believe it was Peach Hour. No, wasn't Peach Hour. I'll have to put some brain power to it as to who won this year at the Super Billiards Expo. Andrew, Andrew, I tried a 30-inch OB shaft once, sold it in a week. Yeah. But again, right, everything is so, you know, depending on your taste and, how you want to feel the cue and how it hits. It's such a personal thing. Speaking of Jacoby, is Brandon here? No, I haven't seen Brandon. I haven't even seen Jacoby here yet. Whether they come in for the team events, I mean, I'm not sure. You are correct, Dave. It was Davini. No, guy, I can't run nothing. My claim to fame is I'm just a janitor. I don't know nothing. I never have. I never will. It's my claim to fame. Oh, nice little rub. A rub off the 5 ball to get shape on the 2, but it does kind of hamper up that 5 ball. I do not need to use Kamui chalk. I do have some of the Taum though. I was able to secure some of the Taum Pyro chalk, so I have that personally, not through CSL. I bought a couple hundred of them, so if anybody is out there looking for that Taum chalk, I do have them. Just find me on Facebook or send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I'll be able to answer through that. $5 per medal with a $40 piece of chalk. Not this guy. Hey, we're doing well, Deborah. How are you? I can't run tables. Not anymore. Oh, nice safety. Really nice safety there from Alex. Really good cue ball control. Yeah, big difference between the Open and the Masters, though, guy. I wouldn't have made it past 2 matches in the Masters, that's for sure. Want to give that chalk a try? Yeah, by all means, Peter. Just send me if you've got me, I'm sure you've got me as a friend on Facebook, so just send me a message and just give me a nudge and a reminder. Is that what John uses for his cue? He does. He's now playing with the Taum V10, but the run that he made the 626 run with was the Taum Pyro. So I've got the Pyro version. I don't have the V10. V10 is really tough to get. But I have the Pyro. Alex Ollinger looking to get himself on the hill and does just that. Deposits the 9 ball. Yeah, sounds good, David. Yeah, Andrew, you hit the nose on the head. The Pyro is Very, very clean. John's not fibbing when he says that. You know, it really is good chalk. Doesn't stay on the balls, doesn't transfer over, so on and so forth. So 100% agree. You nailed it there too. I've tried Roku, but thank you, but no. Yeah, Dave. Alex always looks solid. I mean, he's such a great player. Put him on the bar box, and he's just a monster. Really, really tough to contend with. Sanel, just send me a message on Facebook, either to Q Sports Live or my personal page. Said Joe Spence for president. Oh, nice little roll up touch safety there. Ronnie getting the job done. Really smart play. Nice little touch. Yeah, there you go. Brett says you can get the V10 chalk off of Amazon. Amazon, not Amazon. I think it's really expensive off Amazon, though. I did check. I'm pretty sure that V10 is pretty expensive off Amazon. Really nice hit. Really, really nice hit. Not sure it's going to do a whole lot here, but we shall see. Kamui chalk looks like makeup powder. Well, I'll say this: it is exactly what John alluded it to be. It is it's very, very clean, and it plays well. So I won't say that it's outlandishly expensive, but it's nice. Mr. Sean Blomley, how are you, my good man? Hope you're doing well. That is, let me tell you, if you guys are ever in Toronto, go hit up Sean at his restaurant. You'll have to give an indication, Sean, as to the costs involved. I know it's a high end restaurant, but Sean Blomley is now the head chef at that said really expensive, elaborate, whatever you want to call it, restaurant. Maybe you can plug the name, Sean. Alex Olinger getting the job done, taking a 7-3 win over Ronnie Wiseman. Executive chef, I apologize, Sean. My bad. Blue Blood Steakhouse. There you go, guys. If you're ever in the Toronto area, make sure you hit it up. Go say hi to Sean. Just let Sean know Q Sports Live sent you in. He'll take care of you in whatever way that he can. But I know that Ben was there at some point, maybe just before the pandemic. I can't quite remember. But has nothing but good things to say about that restaurant. So make sure you hit him up. And that is a wrap. That's it. That's all. We will be back for another match. Just got to get it locked, loaded, ready to go. Don't go far, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go onto our Facebook page, hit that follow button as well as the like button. Let's get us up there to the 50,000 follower mark. We would appreciate it. We've been known to do some giveaways when those types of things happen. Not that I'm alluding to, but I very well could be. We will always do something special, especially at a 50,000 following mark. That would be a major achievement for us, and we would appreciate any help we can get to achieve that goal. So with that being said, guys, we're going to do a shutdown, restart, get the next set of matches locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll on behalf of myself and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, as well as the VNEA Pool Leagues. We appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. We'll be back here in a few.